Why exactly does cuneiform matter in history? Cuneiform, created by the Sumerians over 5,000 years ago, is the world's oldest known writing system. Imagine a world without modern writing tools, where thoughts and stories were captured in the impressions made on clay tablets. This ancient method involved using a stylus to shape wedge-like symbols into the soft clay, earning cuneiform its name, which means wedge-shaped in Latin. It wasn't just a means of communication. Cuneiform became essential for documenting laws, trade transactions, and even epic tales, acting as the backbone of early civilization. The significance of cuneiform stretches beyond practicality. It served as a cultural touchstone that paved the way for future writing systems. Through these tablets, we learn about the Sumerians' beliefs, innovations, and everyday life. The surviving inscriptions allow us to peer into a society that laid down the very foundation of written language for countless civilizations that followed. How incredible to think that such a simple tool as a stylus on clay could influence humanity's journey through storytelling and record-keeping. Did you know redheads faced vampire superstitions in ancient Greece? In this fascinating culture, having red hair was not just a unique trait, it came with a mix of awe and fear. Ancient Greeks believed that red hair was so rare and unusual that it carried certain mystical qualities. Some people even thought that after they died, redheads could transform into vampires. This belief reflected a broader understanding of hair color and physical traits in society. Red was often associated with the divine or powerful forces, but it also sparked concerns about evil and danger. Superstitions surrounding redheads highlight how different societies interpret unique characteristics. Think about it. Today we see redheads as part of a beautiful spectrum of hair colors, but in ancient times their rarity led to strangely imaginative beliefs. It's intriguing to consider how these cultural narratives shape perceptions of individuality and difference throughout history. What other odd beliefs might past cultures have had about hair color? Why exactly does camping in the desert feel risky? When you think of camping, you might picture cozy campfires and tranquil lakes, but desert camping comes with its own unique challenges. This environment demands high mobility and sharp caution, much like parkour. Navigating rocky terrains, sudden temperature changes, and the potential for encountering wildlife means you need to stay alert. Plus, there's a quirky warning about consuming food that drops from above, which hints at the unexpected dangers lurking in the vast open sky. Imagine finding a snack only to discover it's a harmless but surprising animal instead. Staying aware of your surroundings is crucial, as risks can be hidden. So whether you're planning a daring desert adventure or just curious, remember that caution and quick thinking are your best friends in this stunning but challenging landscape. Is it really true that koalas are not so clever? Surprisingly, koalas, often seen as the adorable mascots of Australia, have smaller brains compared to their body size, which brings their intelligence into question. While they charm us with their big, round faces and cuddly appearance, their brain size is one of the smallest proportions found in mammals. This means that in the brains of koalas, there isn't much room for the complex thinking that other marsupials like kangaroos or wombats possess. Koalas primarily survive on a diet of eucalyptus leaves, which are tough to digest and low in nutrition. Their brains reflect this specialization. Evolution has favored other traits, such as their ability to navigate and find food, over learning and problem-solving skills. As cute as they are, this highlights a fascinating aspect of nature. Sometimes being adorable doesn't mean being brainy. So next time you spot a koala, remember they might be more pillow than philosopher. Did you know volcanic lakes can glow in colors? The color of water in volcanic lakes is nothing short of stunning, displaying shades that can range from phosphorescent green to vibrant orange. This striking phenomenon happens due to the unique chemistry of the water, influenced by various minerals and gases released from the volcanic activity beneath. For instance, high concentrations of sulfur can create bright green or yellow hues, while iron can transform the water into an alluring reddish-orange. Each volcanic lake has its own distinct palette, making them not just beautiful, but also fascinating environments for scientists. These lakes often form in craters after a volcanic eruption, and the dynamic nature of their colors can change rapidly, telling a story of the ongoing geological processes. So next time you hear about a volcanic lake, imagine the vibrant colors dancing across its surface. What a spectacular showcase of nature's chemistry. Most people don't know this about asteroids. While we often think of planets and moons when we consider celestial bodies, asteroids can also be quite fascinating. Some asteroids have their own rings and even moons. Just like Saturn is famous for its stunning rings, certain asteroids boast their own bands of particles and debris that orbit around them. For instance, the asteroid Changpo, located between Saturn and Uranus, is known to have 2 rings. This discovery surprised astronomers, leading them to realize that the dynamics of these smaller bodies can mirror those of larger planets. Additionally, several asteroids are accompanied by smaller moons, which orbit around them in a similar fashion to how our own moon revolves around Earth. These features suggest that asteroids can be more complex than we previously thought. So next time you gaze up at the night sky, remember that these rocky treasures are not just simple chunks of space rock, but could also have their own rings and moons orbiting around them. Believe it or not, cocaine was part of the Blues Brothers' budget. During the making of this iconic 1980 film, an unusual line item was included in the budget for the notorious drug. The movie, starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, was all about fun, music, and outrageous antics. But it took place during a time when drug culture was rampant in Hollywood. Although the amount designated for on-screen use was intended as a prop, it reflects the wild lifestyle that surrounded the film's production. The crew often faced various challenges, and some believed that the drug culture fueled creativity or helped cope with stress. Thankfully, the film's legacy is all about the unforgettable music and comedy that emerged from it, rather than the darker side of its behind-the-scenes story. How did such a classic emerge from such a chaotic time? Did you know about Tommy Cooper's shocking onstage moment? On April 15, 1984, the beloved Welsh magician and comedian Tommy Cooper experienced a severe heart attack while performing live on stage. While he was known for his slapstick humor and magical mishaps, that night was different. As Cooper collapsed, the studio audience and an astounding 12 million viewers across the UK initially thought it was part of his comedic routine. His distinctive style often blurred the lines between comedy and magic, leading many to laugh in disbelief rather than realizing the gravity of the situation. Only moments later, the reality set in when the laughter faded and the live show turned somber. Cooper's untimely demise shocked the nation, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and memorable performances. This incident remains a powerful reminder of the fine line between entertainment and reality in live performance. How do we react when humor meets tragedy? Did you know that chickens are related to dinosaurs? This surprising fact reveals that our feathered friends have a much wilder family tree than one might expect. Chickens, along with all modern birds, are actually descendants of the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. This connection strengthens the idea that birds are living dinosaurs, a concept that flips how we think about evolution on its head. Over millions of years, species have changed dramatically, adapting to their environments and evolving distinct traits. The process of avian evolution shows us how traits like feathers and beaks transformed from the fearsome features of their dinosaur ancestors. Imagine a fluffy chick wandering around, carrying a tiny hint of the T-Rex ferocity. It's a reminder of the incredible journey life has taken on our planet. So the next time you see a chicken strutting in your yard, remember that it carries a dash of prehistoric power in its genes. Let's uncover the truth about sea urchins. These fascinating sea creatures have a unique anatomical feature known as Aristotle's lantern, which consists of 5 teeth arranged in a circular pattern under their bodies. This specialized structure is not just for show, it plays a crucial role in their survival. By using these teeth, sea urchins can effectively scrape algae off rocks, making them important players in their marine ecosystem. These tiny teeth are incredibly strong and capable of withstanding the harsh currents of their environment. Furthermore, the ability of sea urchins to consume algae helps regulate the growth of these plants, preventing overgrowth that could smother coral reefs. So next time you see a sea urchin, remember that it's not just a spiky ball of loneliness. It's a remarkable example of nature's ingenuity and an essential part of maintaining healthy ocean habitats. Have you ever known a dog feels love too? Research shows that dogs have an emotional connection to humans that's surprisingly similar to our own. Scientists studied dog brain activity and found a significant difference when dogs were shown pictures of their owners versus images of strangers. This suggests that, like us, dogs experience emotions deeply and have strong attachments. A special area in their brains lights up when they see their beloved humans, indicating joy and recognition. It's fascinating to think about how dogs understand affection, trust, and loyalty. This bond not only benefits our furry friends, but also enriches our lives, creating a unique companionship that stands the test of time. So next time your dog wags its tail or cuddles close, remember they aren't just being cute, they're expressing love. How amazing is it that our pets have such profound feelings for us? Is it really true that mirrors can steal souls? For centuries, various cultures have maintained intriguing beliefs about mirrors, considering them portals that can capture or even steal a person's soul. This idea has given rise to superstitions, particularly the belief that breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck. But how does this ancient belief connect to our modern obsession with selfies? When we snap a selfie, we're essentially capturing a reflection of ourselves, much like a mirror. Yet in a world filled with digital screens and social media, it feels as if we may be metaphorically entrapping ourselves in a virtual reality. Many people post images seeking validation or connection, which can heighten feelings of insecurity if the likes don't flood in as expected. This interplay between age-old beliefs and our current digital habits raises important questions. Do we risk giving too much of ourselves to these reflections, whether they be in glass or on screen? As we navigate our lives through these modern mirrors, it's worth pondering how they influence our identity and perception in this digital age. Guess what really drives frog-licking bans in LA? In the bustling city of Los Angeles, where regulations can be as quirky as its residents, an unusual law makes frog-licking illegal. This strange prohibition likely serves to prevent inappropriate behavior involving frogs, ensuring that these fascinating amphibians are treated with respect. While it sounds bizarre, there's often a serious side behind such laws, as they aim to protect wildlife and maintain public decency. In a city known for its eclectic mix of cultures and lifestyles, this little-known regulation sparks curiosity. Why would there need to be a law about such a playful-sounding act? It shows that, amidst all the glamour and excitement, LA has its unique ways of addressing potential oddities. So next time you think about enjoying nature or playing around with frogs in the city, remember, LA takes its frog etiquette seriously. Can you believe a hydrogen bomb was lost in 1958? This shocking event happened when 2 U.S. Air Force planes collided in midair over Tybee Island near Savannah, Georgia. In the chaos of the crash, one plane accidentally released a hydrogen bomb into the waters below. Imagine the stakes involved. One moment, there were experienced pilots navigating their aircraft, and the next there was a nuclear weapon plummeting into the ocean. Even with extensive searches, the weapon was never recovered, raising significant concerns about the safety of nuclear arsenals. This incident is one among several cases where nuclear weapons were lost due to accidents, including mishaps involving aircraft crashes and shipwrecks. The unaccounted nature of these weapons serves as a reminder of the potential dangers surrounding nuclear technology, emphasizing the importance of strict safety measures and responsible management. What if these powerful weapons were to be found? Such questions highlight the ongoing debate about the implications of nuclear arms in our world today. Is it really true that blacksmiths and whitesmiths exist? These fascinating trades have shaped our civilization in remarkable ways. Blacksmiths are known for their ability to work with tough metals like iron and steel. They forge tools, weapons, and various objects that have been crucial throughout history. On the other hand, whitesmiths focus on softer metals, primarily tin and pewter, crafting items such as cutlery, decorative pieces, and even some household goods. But did you know there's also a lesser-known trade called brownsmithing? This involves working with brass and copper, materials that bring vibrant colors and durability to numerous products. Together, these metalworking trades not only produce functional tools, but also artistic creations that reflect cultural heritage. From the ancient blacksmith's forge to modern workshops, these skilled artisans play a vital role in continuing our legacy of craftsmanship. How amazing is that? Here's something incredible have you ever thought about ancient Roman education? In ancient Rome, education for the elite wasn't just about reading and writing. It revolved around three essential arts: grammar, rhetoric, and logic. Grammar helped students master language, enabling them to communicate clearly and effectively. Imagine learning to construct compelling sentences that captivate your audience. Rhetoric, known as the art of persuasion, taught Romans how to sway opinions and win arguments through powerful speeches. This skill proved crucial for participating in political debates and legal discussions, which were significant aspects of Roman life. Meanwhile, logic involved studying reasoning processes that trained young minds to think critically, analyze arguments, and identify flaws in reasoning. By mastering grammar, rhetoric, and logic, educated Romans laid a strong foundation for their careers as influential leaders and persuasive speakers. It's remarkable how these skills not only shaped the Roman world, but also laid the groundwork for modern education. Today, those same techniques are essential in writing, debating, and even everyday communication. Next time you express your thoughts, remember, you're connected to an ancient tradition that began in the bustling streets of Rome. Surprisingly, it's a fact that you might be surprised to discover how planes fly. It's a captivating blend of science and engineering that keeps aircraft soaring high above us. Four main forces make this airborne magic possible: lift, thrust, drag, and weight. Lift is the star of the show, generated primarily by an airplane's wings as air flows cleverly over and under them. This mysterious force is akin to an invisible hand, supporting the airplane and allowing it to rise into the sky. Next, we have thrust, which propels the plane forward. Imagine the roar of jet engines working hard. This force pushes against the resistance of drag. Drag, a force that acts in the opposite direction to thrust, can feel like wind pressing against your face when you sprint. Pilots must manage this resistance carefully to keep gaining speed. Finally, there's weight, the gravitational pull that holds everything down. The interaction of these four forces, when balanced perfectly, enables an aircraft to take off, cruise smoothly, and come in for a safe landing. So the next time you gaze up at an airplane flying high, appreciate the remarkable teamwork of lift, thrust, drag, and weight that brings the marvel of flight to life. What if I told you Paul Tibbets chose cremation? Paul Tibbets, the pilot of the Enola Gay, made a unique decision about his final wishes. Known for dropping the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima during World War II, Tibbets played a critical role in a pivotal moment in history. However, after his passing in 2007, he decided against a traditional funeral or headstone. Instead, he opted for cremation, and his ashes were scattered over the English Channel, a gesture that symbolizes his desire for privacy and perhaps a final farewell that didn't draw attention. This choice reflects a man who faced immense moral and ethical questions due to his actions during the war, choosing to leave behind a legacy that is both controversial and significant. Tibbets's decision to avoid substantial ceremonies prompts reflection on how we remember historical figures and their complex legacies. Can you imagine living with dyslexia like Jamie Oliver? Jamie Oliver, the beloved celebrity chef, has faced incredible challenges due to his severe dyslexia. It was so profound that he struggled to read until he was 38 years old. This learning difference didn't just affect his ability to read, it also shaped his unique approach to cooking. Despite these hurdles, Jamie transformed his passion for food into a successful career, revolutionizing how we think about healthy eating and cooking at home. His story is not just about overcoming a personal struggle, but also about inspiring others to embrace their own challenges. Jamie's experience reminds us that success often comes from persistence and creativity, regardless of obstacles. He demonstrates that with determination, anyone can turn their dreams into reality, even if they face difficulties that may seem insurmountable. This might surprise you. Vietnam's Marble Mountains await discovery. These stunning natural wonders are not merely beautiful sights. They're incredible karst formations, primarily composed of marble. Over thousands of years, the relentless forces of wind and water have sculpted these mountains into breathtaking shapes that captivate everyone who visits. As you explore this awe-inspiring landscape, you'll unearth a hidden world filled with mysterious caves, elusive grottos, and twisting underground passages. Many of these caves shelter ancient temples and serene Buddha statues, offering a fascinating insight into the region's rich cultural heritage. Picture yourself wandering through a cool, dimly lit cave, the air thick with history, as you admire the remarkable artistry of both nature and humankind. The Marble Mountains are more than just a picturesque backdrop. They encapsulate stories and secrets from a bygone era, inviting travelers to immerse themselves in their beauty and the intertwining of nature and spirituality. Whether you're an experienced adventurer or a casual sightseer, this majestic sight guarantees an unforgettable experience. Did you know about Oregon's giant honey fungus? This incredible organism, known scientifically as Armillaria solidipes, holds the title of the largest living organism on Earth, covering a staggering area of 2,384 acres. Found in the Malheur National Forest, this fascinating fungus is not just massive but also ancient, possibly over 2,400 years old. While it primarily lives underground, spreading through a vast network of mycelium, tiny thread-like structures, it eventually sends up mushrooms that can be seen above the soil. These mushrooms play a crucial role in the ecosystem, breaking down dead wood and returning nutrients to the forest floor. The honey fungus can also attack living trees, showcasing its dual role as both a decomposer and a potential danger to tree health. Despite its size, many people overlook this natural wonder. So next time you hear about Oregon, remember that beneath its beautiful landscapes lies a true giant. Imagine what other secrets nature might be hiding right under our feet. Here's a wild fact about ancient Egyptian dwarves. Contrary to modern portrayals, dwarves in ancient Egypt were actually held in high regard. They occupied respected positions within society and were not viewed with ridicule, as we might expect today. Ancient Egyptians believed that dwarves possessed special qualities and were associated with various deities, such as gods of luck and creativity. This connection to the divine made them integral to different aspects of life, including healing and festivities. Far from being marginalized, dwarves were often depicted in art and literature, emphasizing their status and importance. Their presence in royal courts and temples signifies the cultural appreciation of their unique traits. So the next time you hear about how dwarves were treated in history, remember that ancient Egypt celebrated them in ways that highlight their significant role in society. Guess what really drives Handy Gang's quirky inventions? This Chinese YouTuber, famously known as the Useless Edison, has a knack for blending creativity with humor through his unusual designs. One of his most entertaining creations is the piano grill on a tricycle, which allows him to grill meat while playing music. Imagine cycling through your neighborhood, serenading your friends with a delightful tune, all while sizzling up some delicious BBQ. While these inventions may seem impractical at first glance, they reflect Handy Gang's clever approach to problem solving and his love for entertaining his audience. With every quirky gadget, he encourages viewers to think outside the box and embrace creativity no matter how eccentric. His playful spirit and inventive flair remind us that exploring new ideas can lead to unexpected joy and laughter. What will he think of next? Most people don't know this, but basketball began indoors. Back in 1891, Dr. James Naismith, a physical education instructor at Springfield College, faced the challenge of icy winter conditions that kept his students confined to the classroom. To combat their restless energy, he devised a new game that would encourage movement and teamwork. He creatively used a simple peach basket and a soccer ball, laying down a few easy rules for his eager students. The goal was straightforward: toss the soccer ball into the peach basket, which was affixed to the wall. Surprisingly, the first hoop was actually a fruit basket. This innovative activity quickly caught on, leading to the establishment of formal leagues as the game gained traction. Today, basketball is a global sensation, played on everything from urban courts to grand arenas, captivating millions of fans. The sport has evolved into a highly competitive pursuit filled with dazzling athleticism and strategy. Next time you dribble a ball or shoot for the basket, think about those chilly classroom origins and how far this beloved game has come. Meet the giant of the skies, the wandering albatross. This magnificent bird boasts the largest wingspan of any living bird, stretching an incredible 12 feet from tip to tip. Imagine a creature soaring effortlessly above the ocean, gliding on the wind for hours without flapping its wings. The wandering albatross is found primarily in the Southern Ocean, where it expertly navigates the vast expanse while searching for food like squid and fish. These remarkable birds can travel thousands of miles, showcasing their incredible endurance and skill in flight. Their long wings are perfectly adapted for dynamic soaring, allowing them to cover large distances with minimal energy expenditure. This means they can stay out at sea for weeks while breeding and resting on remote islands. Sadly, human activities like fishing and habitat destruction threaten their populations. By understanding and preserving their natural habitats, we can help ensure that these spectacular birds continue to thrive in our skies. How amazing is it to think about their endless journey across the ocean? Prepare to be amazed by memory's quirks. Did you know that every time you recall a memory, it might change a little? This fascinating phenomenon is called the memory distortion effect. When our brains retrieve memories, they aren't like perfect video recordings. Instead, they can be molded and influenced by various factors. For instance, your current emotions, new experiences, or even what other people say can create subtle shifts in how you remember events. Over time, this active process means that our memories may become less accurate. So when you think back to a fun vacation or a special day, you might be recalling an altered version of reality. Understanding this can help us appreciate how our brains work and why memories can sometimes feel hazy or uncertain. Isn't it intriguing how our minds shape the past? Did you know about the Yarlung Changpo Gorge's majesty? This stunning gorge, found in remote southeastern Tibet, is truly a natural wonder that rivals the Grand Canyon. With its breathtaking depth and steep cliffs, the Yarlung Changpo Gorge is one of the most remarkable canyons in East Asia. The river coursing through it flows at incredible altitudes of over 13,120 feet, making it one of the highest rivers in the world. Picture towering walls of rock that seem to touch the sky, with vibrant ecosystems thriving in its unique environment. The gorge is not just a feast for the eyes. It also presents challenges that attract adventurous hikers and explorers seeking to understand its majestic beauty. From the crystal-clear rivers to the rugged landscapes, every turn reveals a new spectacle of nature. Although it remains somewhat isolated and less traveled, those who venture into this part of Tibet are often left speechless by its grandeur. So why not add the Yarlung Changpo Gorge to your bucket list and experience its awe-inspiring magic? Let's uncover the truth about the Gatling gun. This revolutionary machine gun was created by Dr. Richard Gatling back in 1861. Surprisingly, his original goal was to lessen human suffering in warfare. Dr. Gatling thought that if fewer soldiers were needed to achieve victory, it would ultimately save lives during conflicts. However, history tells a different story. Instead of making wars safer, the Gatling gun became a brutal weapon that unleashed devastating firepower on the battlefield. Capable of firing up to 350 rounds a minute, this machine gun changed the nature of combat forever. It effectively laid the groundwork for more advanced weapons that followed. The irony of Dr. Gatling's invention is stark. While he dreamed of reducing anguish, his creation led to an escalation in the violence and destruction of warfare. How do we reconcile his good intentions with the chaos that followed? This might surprise you. Chocolate milk doesn't come from cows. A staggering 97% of American adults mistakenly think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. This misconception translates to roughly 16.4 million people who may be shocked to learn the truth. In reality, chocolate milk is made by mixing regular milk with chocolate syrup or powder. This delightful drink is enjoyed by many, especially children, but the idea that it comes from a special breed of brown cow is simply not true. The confusion likely arises from our tendency to associate colors with flavors. While brown cows do exist and produce regular milk just like their black and white counterparts, there's no such thing as a cow that produces chocolate milk. Understanding where our food comes from is essential, and it's a great reminder to take a closer look at our assumptions. How about you? Did you know where chocolate milk really comes from? Ever wondered about the shortest war ever fought? The Anglo-Zanzibar War holds the record, lasting an astonishingly brief 38 minutes on August 27, 1896. This conflict erupted between the British Empire and the Sultanate of Zanzibar, marking a dramatic moment in history. Tensions rose after the death of Sultan Hamad bin Thawani, who was seen as friendly to British interests. When Sultan Khalid bin Bargash, who opposed British influence, took the throne, the British didn't take long to respond. They issued an ultimatum demanding Khalid step down, and when he refused, the British bombarded the Sultan's palace. With their superior naval firepower, the British quickly gained control, leading to a swift end to the conflict. Imagine a war that concludes before a lunch break ends. The legacy of this minuscule war reminds us just how impactful even the shortest battles can be in shaping history. Why does Texas have a quirky crime law? In Texas, there's a humorous yet unofficial law that suggests criminals should give their victims a full 24-hour notice before committing any crime. While this law isn't enforceable and can't be found in any statute books, it certainly captures the unique spirit and sense of humor that many associate with the Lone Star State. Imagine receiving a text message or a knock on the door from a would-be burglar letting you know, "Hey, I'm planning to rob you tomorrow." The idea points to a lighthearted take on law and order, reflecting how Texans often balance serious matters with a bit of fun. Despite its comedic angle, this notion does raise interesting questions about accountability and ethics in crime. So next time you think of Texas, remember that beneath its vast landscapes and cowboy culture, there's a law that'll make you chuckle. Ever thought about why antibiotics work differently? Antibiotics are fascinating little drugs that don't just go on a killing spree against bacteria. Instead, they prevent these microbes from multiplying. This unique approach means that the bacteria are still technically alive, but they can't reproduce. Imagine trying to hold a group of tiny, pesky rabbits in a pen. They're still hopping around, but if they can't breed, the population won't grow. This method allows the body's immune system to step in and clean up the mess. By controlling the spread rather than destroying all bacteria outright, antibiotics give our bodies a fighting chance. However, this also means that if misused, bacteria can adapt and develop resistance, making them harder to treat. So while antibiotics are a powerful tool in our medical arsenal, how we use them matters greatly. Hard to believe, but beards had a price. In 1698, Peter the Great of Russia implemented a beard tax to promote European-style grooming among his citizens. This unusual taxation aimed to help modernize Russian society and bring it in line with Western customs. Men who wanted to keep their beards were required to pay the tax, which varied depending on their social status. To enforce this law, Peter even created a special police force dedicated to ensuring compliance. This force would forcibly shave the beards of anyone who refused to pay. The public reaction was mixed. Many opposed the idea, seeing it as an infringement on personal freedom. However, this quirky tax became a memorable part of Peter's efforts to reshape Russia, highlighting the lengths he was willing to go for modernization. Can you imagine living in a time when your beard could cost you money? Prepare to be amazed by Witzelsucht. This quirky condition can emerge after a brain injury, leading individuals to uncontrollably make puns and jokes, even when it's totally inappropriate. Imagine being in a serious meeting or a quiet classroom when suddenly someone cracks a pun that leaves everyone stunned. This compulsive humor isn't just about being funny, it's a symptom that arises from changes in brain function, particularly in areas related to language and social interaction. People with Witzelsucht may find themselves laughing at their own jokes while others look on in confusion. This condition highlights the fascinating and sometimes surprising ways our brains work. It shows us how tied our sense of humor is to the way we connect with others. While it can be amusing, it also presents challenges for those affected. How do you navigate social situations when your brain is pushing you to make jokes at all the wrong moments? Here's an amazing fact about dogs' night vision. It turns out that dogs have superior vision in low-light conditions compared to us humans. This fascinating ability is largely due to two features: their larger pupils and a special reflective layer behind their retinas called the tapetum lucidum. Imagine the tapetum lucidum as a kind of mirror that bounces light back through the retina, giving their eyes a second chance to capture those dim rays. This adaptation is incredibly useful for dogs, especially since many of them are natural nocturnal hunters. With this enhanced vision, dogs can easily detect movement even when it's nearly dark outside, making them outstanding companions for nighttime adventures. So the next time you find yourself navigating through a dark yard or park, just remember that your furry friend is likely seeing things you can't. This remarkable evolutionary trait helps dogs thrive in various environments and contributes to their amazing hunting instincts. How cool is it that their eyes are designed so uniquely to navigate the night? Guess what really drives moths' digestion? Unlike many creatures, moths have a unique digestive system that doesn't include a traditional stomach. Instead of relying on a stomach to break down food, these fascinating insects absorb nutrients directly through their intestines. This method helps them survive in various environments, particularly because some moth species do not eat in their adult form at all. They rely entirely on the energy they stored up during their caterpillar stage. Imagine going through life without eating, but thriving instead on the nutrients you collected earlier. This incredible adaptation not only showcases moths' resilience, but also highlights their role in ecosystems. By efficiently utilizing the energy captured during their larval phase, they can focus on mating and reproduction when they become adults. So next time you see a moth fluttering by, remember that it's equipped with a special way of digesting that allows it to thrive without the typical eating habits we're used to in many other animals. Isn't nature full of amazing surprises? Have you ever wondered about small house friendships? In these cozy spaces, the bonds formed between inhabitants can lead to some surprising moments. Smaller homes often mean closer quarters, fostering deeper connections among housemates. Whether it's sharing meals, working through projects, or simply navigating daily life, these interactions can reveal unique personalities and quirks. The individuals living together might find themselves laughing at unexpected antics or helping each other through tough times, creating a strong support system. It's fascinating to see how close interactions can bring out both the best and funniest sides of everyone involved. From spontaneous dance parties in the living room to late-night heart-to-heart talks, small houses often become the backdrop for unforgettable memories. Have you ever noticed how friends in tight spaces can surprise you with their creative solutions to everyday challenges? This dynamic can transform an ordinary living situation into a vibrant community full of surprises and joys. Surprising origins of the classic pound cake. The name pound cake comes from an old recipe that required 1 pound each of 4 key ingredients: butter, flour, sugar, and eggs. Imagine that! This simple yet hearty cake was designed to be quite substantial, making it perfect for celebrations and gatherings. Bakers appreciated its ease, as you didn't need fancy measuring tools, just a scale. The original recipe, which dates back to the 1700s, has influenced countless variations over the years, leading to lighter cakes infused with flavors like vanilla and lemon. In fact, the pound cake's impressive texture and rich flavor is why it's often served at special occasions and family gatherings. As it became popular, people started experimenting, adding ingredients like cream cheese or sour cream for a moist, dense crumb. Today, pound cake remains a beloved dessert across the globe, enjoyed with coffee, tea, or as a standalone treat. How does something so simple create such joy in kitchens everywhere? Why exactly does 19 million share your birthday? With over 8 billion people living on our planet, the odds are pretty good that you have a lot of company when your special day rolls around. In fact, around 19 million people worldwide celebrate their birthday on the same date as you. This impressive number comes from the simple math of dividing the total global population by the 365 days in a year. While each birthday is a unique event filled with personal traditions and celebrations, It's fascinating to think about how countless others are blowing out candles, opening gifts, or enjoying cake at the same time. This shared experience creates a sense of community, no matter where you are in the world. Maybe even some of your friends or family share your birthday, adding to the fun. So how do you celebrate your special day, knowing others are celebrating right alongside you? Did you know about the giant beluga sturgeon? This incredible fish is not only the largest freshwater fish in the world, but also a fascinating marvel of nature. Weighing in at around 409 pounds and stretching nearly 8.75 yards, the beluga sturgeon can be as long as a small bus. These ancient fish have been swimming the waters of the Caspian and Black Seas for millions of years, making them a living link to our planet's past. With their elongated bodies and distinctively flat snouts, they stand out in any river. However, despite their impressive size, beluga sturgeons face serious threats, primarily due to overfishing and habitat loss. Once abundant, these majestic creatures are now considered endangered, prompting numerous conservation efforts to protect their habitat and ensure their survival. So the next time you think about fish, remember the beluga sturgeon and its fascinating story. Can you imagine seeing such a giant gliding gracefully through the water? Did you know that galaxies can merge peacefully? The Milky Way and Andromeda, two massive galaxies, each have hundreds of billions of stars. Although they are on a collision course, the vast distances between individual stars make it incredibly unlikely for any of them to actually collide. Instead, as these galaxies draw closer, their gravitational forces will interact and reshape them into a new, larger galaxy. This magnificent cosmic dance will take billions of years, slowly altering their structures and triggering the formation of new stars. The merger will also create a fascinating tapestry of cosmic phenomena, including tidal tails and bursts of star formation. This process is a natural occurrence in the universe, showing us how dynamic and ever-changing our cosmic surroundings are. Could you imagine witnessing such an astronomical transformation from Earth? Let's uncover the truth about GPS technology. Originally developed for military applications during the Cold War, the Global Positioning System (GPS) has transformed into a crucial tool for daily activities. Today, millions of people rely on GPS for navigation, whether they're driving to work, hiking in the mountains, or exploring a new city. Have you ever wondered how your phone knows exactly where you are? GPS uses signals from a network of satellites orbiting the Earth, allowing devices to determine their exact location within a few meters. It doesn't stop there. GPS also tracks shipments for businesses and helps locate lost items, from misplaced keys to stolen vehicles. With this technology, our lives have become more connected and convenient. Thanks to GPS, we no longer rely solely on maps or intuition to find our way. How do you think GPS will evolve in the future? Have you ever wondered why stones can be art? Szalachka Ursubet, a talented Hungarian artist, transforms ordinary stones into extraordinary sculptures that tell captivating stories. By carefully selecting pebbles of different sizes and colors, she brings to life dynamic scenes that invite viewers to explore their beauty. Ursubet's process begins with meticulous organization and cleaning of each rock, ensuring that every piece retains its natural essence. This attention to detail not only respects the materials, but also enhances the visual impact of her work. Through her artistry, she demonstrates how something as simple as stones can evoke emotions and ignite the imagination. Each sculpture reflects a unique narrative, making her pieces a treasure for art lovers and nature enthusiasts alike. Are you ready to discover the magic behind her incredible creations? Have you ever wondered why Japan names pizza so uniquely? In Japan, pizza isn't just pizza. It's pizza tinta shumikumi dengan mayonnaise. This quirky name reflects the Japanese love for fusion cuisine, blending traditional flavors with international dishes. The term guri tari atas, which translates to pizza tinta, shows how cultural interpretations influence what we eat. Japanese pizzas are often topped with unusual ingredients like mayonnaise, shrimp, or even squid, making them a culinary adventure. Each bite offers a delicious mix of textures and tastes, showcasing Japan's creativity in the kitchen. By adopting such unique names, Japan celebrates pizza while also adding its own twist, ensuring that every slice tells a story steeped in cultural pride. So next time you indulge in a slice, consider how food connects us across the globe. Did you know about China's one-child policy? In 1980, China introduced a controversial law limiting families to having just one child, an attempt to curb rapid population growth. This policy had a major impact on Chinese society, affecting family structures and leading to a significant gender imbalance, as many families preferred sons over daughters. For over 3 decades, millions of couples faced pressure to comply, leading to forced abortions and sterilizations in some cases. However, the government began to realize the long-term implications, such as an aging workforce and declining birth rates. So in 2015, the one-child policy was officially replaced, allowing couples the option of having 2 children. As of 2021, families can now have up to 3 children. This shift aims to rejuvenate the population and support economic growth, changing the landscape of Chinese family life. How will this impact future generations? Strange happenings in the desert? Recently, several neighbors near a remote desert area reported eerie occurrences that left them baffled. According to police records, people saw mysterious lights dancing in the night sky, shadowy figures lurking in the distance, and even heard terrifying screams echoing through the vast emptiness. This unusual activity has sparked curiosity and concern in the local community. Some residents speculate that these events might be linked to folklore about spirits or extraterrestrial visitors. Others think it could just be natural phenomena playing tricks on the eyes and ears. Despite various explanations, the mystery remains unsolved, driving intrigued locals to gather for late-night watch parties, hoping to catch a glimpse of whatever is causing the commotion. What do you think could be behind these strange incidents? Are they just tales spun by an overactive imagination? Or could something truly unusual be occurring in that desert? Guess what really drives parkour enthusiasts? The thrill of overcoming physical challenges in urban landscapes motivates many participants who audition for parkour teams. With roots in France, parkour is more than just jumping over obstacles. It's a creative way to navigate through cities using skills like running, climbing, and even flipping. The culture around parkour promotes not only athleticism, but also community, as participants often train together, sharing tips and supporting each other's growth. In this urban sport, each movement is an expression of individuality and freedom, leading practitioners to tackle both physical and mental barriers. Auditions for parkour teams can draw diverse individuals, all eager to showcase their skills and connect with like-minded adventurers. As interest in urban sports rises, parkour stands out as a beacon for those looking to challenge themselves and embrace active lifestyles. Are you ready to jump into this exciting world? Did you know Halley's Comet visits Earth every 76 years? This incredible celestial wonder was discovered back in 1705 by the astronomer Edmund Halley, whose name it carries. Halley's Comet has an orbit that takes it around the Sun, returning to our night sky approximately every 75 to 76 years. The last time it graced us with its presence was in 1986, when millions around the world turned their eyes upwards to witness its dazzling display. But don't worry if you missed it, as this cosmic performer will be back again in 2061. So mark your calendars for that year, because this historic comet is a sight you'll want to see. It's fascinating to think about how these long orbits connect us to past generations who have witnessed the same spectacular sight. Halley's Comet is not just a beautiful sight, it also provides scientists with valuable information about the early solar system, helping us understand what our universe was like long ago. Can you imagine looking up at the sky and seeing a comet that is nearly 300 years old? Imagine a cruise ship with over 7,000 passengers. The world's largest cruise ship, a real floating city, is not just about size. It's packed with jaw-dropping attractions. This incredible vessel boasts the tallest waterfall, the tallest water slide, and the largest water park ever seen on a ship. With 20 decks, it feels like an amusement park at sea. Visitors can zip down 6 thrilling water slides, splash around in 7 pools, and unwind in 9 whirlpools. It's paradise for water lovers and adventure seekers alike. Setting sail from Miami, this ship promises unforgettable 7-night voyages around the stunning Caribbean. Picture yourself soaking up the sun on pristine beaches, exploring vibrant ports, and enjoying live entertainment every evening. Whether you're traveling with family or friends, there's something for everyone, from fine dining to relaxing spa treatments. It's not just a vacation, it's an experience that you'll remember for a lifetime. So would you dare to step aboard this floating giant? Guess what really drives cancer research today? Scientists are diving into the intriguing world of bee venom in the fight against aggressive breast cancer cells. Research is showcasing how certain compounds found in this natural substance could potentially take down cancer cells that are known to be stubborn and difficult to treat. The idea is exciting, but it's important to take a step back and consider the risks involved, especially since bee venom can trigger allergic reactions in some people. While the preliminary findings are promising, researchers emphasize the need for thorough testing to ensure safety and efficacy. Could this unique approach become a powerful tool in cancer treatment? As studies continue, the hope is that these buzzing little creatures might contribute to breakthroughs that save lives. Stay tuned for updates on this fascinating area of research. Discover the wonders of Dominica's incredible boiling lake. This amazing natural phenomenon is unlike anything you've ever seen. Located in the lush hills of Dominica, the boiling lake is a geothermal marvel where the water temperature can soar close to 90 degrees Celsius. This extreme heat is due to the volcanic activity beneath the surface, which keeps the water bubbling and steaming like a giant cauldron. Imagine standing on the edge of this surreal lake, watching the fog rise and hearing the bubbling sounds that echo across the valley. Surrounded by dramatic cliffs and verdant vegetation, this place is a treasure trove for adventurers and nature lovers alike. The hike to reach the boiling lake is not for the faint of heart. It typically takes about 3 to 4 hours through challenging terrain. But for those who dare to embark on the journey, a mesmerizing landscape awaits, full of vibrant flora and the captivating sounds of nature. Have you ever dreamed of witnessing such a unique sight? Here's a wild fact about ferrofluous slime. This amazing kit combines science and fun, letting you create interactive slime that dances and moves in response to strong magnets. Imagine watching your colorful concoction swirl and shift, demonstrating real diamagnetic properties right in your hands. The best part? It's not just entertaining, it's also a hands-on learning experience. As you play, you discover how certain materials can repel magnetic fields, a fascinating concept in physics. Perfect for young scientists and curious minds, this slime kit encourages creativity while teaching valuable lessons about magnetism and matter. You can explore the science behind why the slime reacts the way it does, bridging the gap between play and education. So whether you're a parent looking for an engaging activity or a teacher wanting to inspire your students, ferrofluous slime makes science exciting and accessible. What could be more fun than playing with slime and learning at the same time? This might surprise you. Thumbs up emoji causes confusion. The thumbs up emoji, commonly understood as a sign of approval or positivity, can spark quite a debate across various cultures. In most Western countries, giving someone a thumbs up feels like a friendly pat on the back, a way to say good job or everything's all right. However, in places like Greece, the Middle East, and parts of West Africa, it can accidentally offend. Here, the same gesture might be interpreted as an insult, implying something offensive or crude. This contrast highlights how symbols can carry very different meanings, leading to potential miscommunication in our increasingly global world. So before you send that thumbs up emoji to your friend abroad, consider how your simple gesture might be received. Are we really all on the same page when it comes to gestures? Let's uncover the truth about haunted dolls. You might have heard spooky stories about dolls that move on their own, but the reality is often less thrilling. In numerous instances of alleged haunted dolls, the supposed movement can actually be traced back to simple causes like vibrations from nearby traffic or uneven surfaces. For example, a viral video showed a doll appearing to slide across a shelf, but upon investigation, it turned out that the shelf was unstable and located near a busy subway line. The vibrations from passing trains were responsible for the eerie motion. It's fascinating how easily our imaginations can run wild with these tales, often overlooking the ordinary explanations. So next time you watch a spooky doll video, remember there might be a perfectly logical reason behind the movement. Isn't it interesting how many mysteries are solved by science? Let's uncover the truth about living in Iceland. Life on this stunning island comes with unique challenges. Iceland, known for its breathtaking landscapes and vibrant culture, faces difficulties in sustaining living conditions due to its harsh climate and limited natural resources. The cold winters and unpredictable weather make agriculture a tough venture, often leading to a reliance on imports for food and goods. Energy, however, tells a different story. Iceland harnesses its abundant geothermal and hydroelectric power sources, providing clean energy solutions for its population. The government and citizens are also innovative, working hard to combat high living costs and improve housing options. Supporting local industries and embracing sustainability are key to building a resilient future. So how do people adapt to these challenges while enjoying the majestic beauty of their homeland? The creativity of Icelanders shines through their solutions. Why exactly does the Tetris effect impact our minds? This fascinating phenomenon occurs when people engage frequently in activities like gaming or listening to music, causing their brains to start seeing patterns related to those experiences in daily life. For example, someone who plays Tetris for hours might find themselves envisioning falling blocks or strategizing how to fit objects together while performing mundane tasks. This happens because our brains are incredibly adaptable and can modify how we perceive reality based on repeated stimuli. The Tetris effect shows just how powerful repetition can be, as these mental patterns can even creep into our dreams. It's a striking reminder that our habits don't just shape our skills, they shape our very thoughts and perceptions. So next time you find yourself daydreaming about stacking shapes, you might just be experiencing the Tetris effect in action. Prepare to be amazed by wild water buffalo. This remarkable animal, also known as the wild Asiatic buffalo, boasts the longest horns of any living bovid, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet. These impressive horns aren't just for show, they play crucial roles in the buffalo's life. During fights for dominance or mating rights, males use their massive horns to battle rivals. The wild water buffalo is native to the floodplains and forests of Asia, where it has adapted to thrive in challenging environments. Unlike domestic cattle, which are often bred for specific traits, the wild water buffalo remains a symbol of strength and resilience in the wild. Sadly, these magnificent creatures are endangered due to habitat loss and poaching, making conservation efforts vital. Protecting their habitats ensures that future generations can admire these stunning animals and their incredible horns. Isn't nature fascinating? Did you know that Charleston's Old City Jail is haunted? This historic site once housed some of the South's most notorious criminals, including Lavinia Fisher, who is often called America's first female serial killer. After her execution in 1820, legends began to swirl about her spirit. Visitors to the jail report chilling encounters, including sudden cold spots that seem to appear out of nowhere, eerie whispers that float through the air, and even ghostly figures showing up in photographs. These spooky experiences have made the jail a hotspot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers alike. When you step inside, you can almost feel the weight of history and mystery surrounding the eerie walls. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer in the paranormal, the Old City Jail invites you to explore its haunting past. Will you dare to visit and experience the supernatural for yourself? Get ready for a galactic collision between Andromeda and Milky Way. In about 4.5 billion years, our home galaxy, the Milky Way, is set to collide with the Andromeda Galaxy, which is currently hurtling towards us at about 110 kilometers per second. While this seems like a distant future, it's a fascinating event that will reshape our cosmic neighborhood. When these two massive galaxies meet, they will create a spectacular fusion of stars and gas, possibly triggering new star formation as they merge. It's not just a simple smash-up. Gravitational forces will pull apart and reshape the galaxies, creating a new, larger galaxy that might be called Milkometa. Interestingly, even though this event sounds catastrophic, The vast distances between stars mean that individual stars are unlikely to collide. So rather than chaos, we might witness a stunning cosmic dance unfolding over millions of years. Are you excited to imagine this epic event? Prepare to be amazed by the eye's long finger. This fascinating primate, native to Madagascar, has a unique adaptation that sets it apart from other animals. With a finger that's extraordinarily long and thin, the eye uses this incredible tool to hunt for tasty larvae hiding inside tree bark. When it detects the sound of a meal beneath the surface, it taps rhythmically on the wood, honing in on the vibrations. Then, using its elongated finger, it digs into the bark to extract the larvae, showcasing a specialized feeding behavior that's truly remarkable. This adaptation not only helps the eye find food, but also highlights the wonders of evolution in the animal kingdom. Isn't it amazing how nature equips different creatures with unique skills to survive and thrive in their environments? The eye's clever hunting technique is just one example of how diverse and specialized animal behaviors can be. Did you know food can be art too? Brock Davis is an artist renowned for his imaginative approach to using food as a medium for artistic expression. In one of his most striking creations, he crafted a replica of the classic Mona Lisa using leftover peanut butter. This clever masterpiece not only showcases his artistic talent, but also raises important questions about the relationship between art and food waste. By transforming something that would typically be discarded into a stunning visual representation, Davis challenges our perceptions of both art and sustainability. His work encourages us to think differently about how we view food, pushing the boundaries of creativity while promoting a message about resourcefulness. Imagine walking through an art gallery filled with edible sculptures, each piece telling a story not just of beauty, but also of environmental consciousness. Brock Davis's innovative methods invite us to see the canvas of art in the most unexpected places, making us wonder what other treasures could be found in our kitchens and beyond. Surprisingly, it's a fact that junk food can harm vision. In 2019, a teenager from Bristol, United Kingdom, faced serious health challenges due to his peculiar diet. Living primarily on French fries, Pringles, white bread, and the rare addition of ham or sausage, he ended up with severe vitamin deficiencies and malnutrition. This unhealthy eating pattern didn't just lead to tired eyes, it caused permanent damage to his central vision, creating blind spots that would be hard to adapt to. This situation highlights a disturbing reality about nutrition. When the body doesn't get essential vitamins and minerals, serious health consequences can follow. Carrots may be famous for promoting good eyesight, but this case reminds us that a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, proteins, and whole grains is necessary for maintaining our health. Can you imagine losing your sight because of a poor diet? Prepare to be amazed by camels in caravans. Did you know that a group of camels is called a caravan? These remarkable animals have an incredible history as transportation heroes in desert regions around the world. For centuries, traders and travelers have relied on camels to carry their goods and navigate the harsh, sandy landscapes. With their unique ability to go without water for days and travel long distances, camels are perfectly designed for the extreme conditions of deserts. They can carry heavy loads, making them essential for trade routes like the famous Silk Road. As they plod along with their strong, padded feet, these ships of the desert have also become symbols of endurance and resilience. Whether it's spices, textiles, or even people, caravans have facilitated cultural exchanges and shaped civilizations. Isn't it fascinating how such a simple term can represent a rich history of adventure and connection across vast landscapes? You might be shocked to learn that art can grow. Australian artist Craig Walsh has taken a unique approach with his project called Monuments, where he projects stunning human portraits onto tree trunks and canopies in natural spaces. This creative endeavor completely redefines what we consider a monument. Instead of the usual stone and bronze structures, Walsh uses light and the beauty of nature to convey powerful messages through his art. By placing these projections in the heart of the outdoors, he invites viewers to rethink the connection between people and the environment. Each portrait transforms a simple tree into a striking canvas, blending human stories with the natural world. This innovative technique not only highlights the beauty of artistic expression, but also encourages us to engage with nature in new ways. Can you imagine walking through a forest and encountering these vibrant images among the trees? Have you ever wondered why asthma inhalers matter? Albuterol is a vital emergency medication that helps millions of asthma sufferers breathe easier. However, the story behind this life-saving drug is filled with challenges. Pharmaceutical companies, eyeing profit, pressured for patents on their own inhalers, aiming to monopolize the market. This push not only threatened accessibility for patients requiring this crucial medication, but also sparked serious environmental concerns. Many inhalers release greenhouse gases that contribute to climate change. As companies focused on profits, the need for more sustainable solutions became urgent. Innovations in inhaler designs and formulations are necessary to balance health needs while protecting our planet. With asthma affecting a wide range of people, from children to adults, it's crucial to ensure that effective and environmentally friendly options are available. Will the industry rise to the occasion and find a way to protect both patients and the Earth? Is it really true that the University of Paris thrived? The 12th century marked an exciting time for education, and the University of Paris was at the forefront of this transformation. Known for its remarkable approach, this institution blended religious studies with dramatic reading, creating a vibrant learning atmosphere. Imagine students passionately discussing philosophy while theatrical expressions emphasize their points. This unique combination not only enriched their understanding, but also fostered creativity, encouraging scholars to engage deeply with complex ideas. The university became a hub for cultural and intellectual growth, attracting learners from various backgrounds eager to share knowledge. With the rise of universities during this period, the University of Paris stood out as a beacon of enlightenment, paving the way for modern education. As scholars gathered to debate, share insights, and explore new thoughts, it transformed the academic landscape, influencing educational practices across Europe. Such rich heritage makes you wonder how these early educational models shaped the universities we know today. Is it really true that spam started in 1978? In 1978, a marketing manager named Gary Thurk from Digital Equipment Corporation sent the very first unsolicited email, often known as spam, to a whopping 393 recipients. This groundbreaking moment marked the dawn of a new era in communication, where email marketing began to take shape. Thurk was promoting a product called the DEC-20, and he saw this as an innovative way to reach potential customers. Although it was a bold move, the reception was quite mixed. Many recipients were annoyed by the unexpected message. Over time, what started as a novel idea turned into a massive online headache as spam became increasingly prevalent and disruptive. Today, we receive countless unsolicited emails daily, often filling our inboxes with advertisements, scams, and dubious offers. Efforts to combat spam have led to sophisticated filters and laws designed to protect users. So the next time you hit the delete button on a junk email, remember that it all began with Thurk's ambitious marketing attempt nearly half a century ago. Ever heard of a tongue worth $10 million? In 2009, coffee taster Gennaro Palica took a bold step to protect his extraordinary skill by insuring his tongue for a staggering amount. This unusual decision highlights just how valuable a refined palate can be in the world of coffee tasting. As a professional taster, Gennaro possesses the ability to distinguish subtle flavors, aromas, and qualities in coffee beans, which are crucial for coffee producers aiming to perfect their brews. His expertise is vital for ensuring that every cup of coffee meets high standards of taste. By insuring his tongue, Gennaro not only secured his livelihood, but also drew attention to the artistry involved in coffee tasting. Imagine having a job that revolves around the delicious world of coffee, where one sip can mean the difference between success and failure for an entire product line. This fascinating story reminds us that skills we often take for granted, like tasting, can be incredibly valuable and worth protecting. What if I told you celery burns more calories than it provides? This crunchy vegetable is not just a snack, it's a negative calorie food. Celery is made up of about 95% water, making it super low in calories, with just 16 calories in a whole cup. However, the digestion process of celery requires more energy than the calories it delivers. In fact, your body uses up to 20 calories just to process a cup of raw celery. This means eating celery could help burn more energy than you consume, appealing to health enthusiasts and those watching their weight. It's perfect for munching on while watching a movie or as part of a vibrant salad packed with fiber and nutrients. Plus, it's a great source of antioxidants and vitamins. So next time you enjoy that crunchy stalk, remember that you might actually be helping your body burn calories. How cool is that? Have you ever seen a blue chicken egg? Believe it or not, some chickens lay blue eggs thanks to an ancient virus that changed their DNA. This fascinating twist in nature shows how even the most common farm animals can have surprising traits. The blue eggs come from breeds like the Araucana and Americana, which carry a unique genetic mutation linked to this old virus. This virus, harmless to the chickens, has been around for thousands of years and introduced a pigment called cyanin that colors the eggshells blue. Isn't it amazing how something so small, a virus, can lead to such eye-catching results? The presence of blue eggs serves as a reminder of the wonders of evolution and genetic diversity in domesticated animals. People often think of traits like feather color and size when considering animal genetics, but egg color is another fascinating area of study. So next time you spot a blue egg in the carton, remember that it's not just a pretty shell, it's a quirky piece of history from our feathered friends. Most people don't know this, but insects have 6 legs. This fascinating fact is true for every single insect species on the planet, showcasing a remarkable design feature that unites them all. Insects belong to the class Insecta, and their 6 legs are a key characteristic that sets them apart from other arthropods like spiders and scorpions, which have 8 legs. But why 6, you might wonder? This unique structure helps insects navigate their environments efficiently, whether they're buzzing through the air, crawling on the ground, or even swimming. Each leg plays a role in movement, balance, and even grasping objects or mates. Considering there are roughly 1 million described insect species, from tiny ants to majestic butterflies, this 6-legged design proves to be incredibly effective. Next time you spot a ladybug or a grasshopper, remember that it shares this essential feature with every other insect out there. Hard to believe, but animal safety protocols exist. Handling deceased animals is no small matter. Specific safety guidelines ensure that public health is protected. When an animal dies, whether on a farm, in the wild, or at a veterinary clinic, it can pose health risks if not dealt with properly. These protocols include immediate reporting to local authorities and following strict disposal methods to avoid contamination. For instance, burial must be deep enough to prevent scavenging, while incineration should only occur in approved facilities. Additionally, wearing personal protective equipment helps prevent exposure to harmful bacteria or diseases that can linger even after an animal's death. Awareness and adherence to these safety rules are vital for anyone who may encounter deceased animals, helping protect not just humans, but also the environment and other wildlife. So next time you hear about animal handling, remember the importance of these safety measures. This might surprise you. Coffee and cotton candy? In Singapore, coffee lovers are in for a treat with a unique twist on their favorite beverage. Picture this. As you sip your hot coffee, a fluffy mound of cotton candy is perched right on top, and the magic begins when hot steam rises and slowly melts the cotton candy away. This delightful dessert meets drink moment not only looks incredible, but also adds a sweet touch to your coffee. As the sugar melts, it dissolves into the rich flavor of the brew, creating a blend that's both visually stunning and deliciously unique. This trendy experience has become a favorite among both locals and tourists who love to share snapshots of this sweet spectacle on social media. So next time you find yourself in Singapore, don't miss out on this whimsical coffee adventure that turns an ordinary drink into a delightful show. Why exactly does Great Britain excel in sports? Great Britain is famous not just for its love of tea, but also for being a powerhouse in the world of sports, especially during the Olympic Games. This remarkable nation has a rich sporting tradition that spans centuries, producing legends in everything from football to tennis. The Royal Football Association, established in 1863, laid the foundation for modern football, while iconic events like the Wimbledon Championships have made tennis a beloved pastime. Britain's athletes have showcased their talent on the Olympic stage, winning thousands of medals over the years. With a strong emphasis on physical education in schools and community programs, encouraging young talent, it's no surprise that the spirit of competition thrives here. The blend of history, culture, and passion fuels the nation's drive to succeed. So, whether it's rowing on the Thames or sprinting on the track, Great Britain continues to inspire future athletes across the globe. Here's something incredible about Carl Linnaeus. The Swedish botanist Carl Linnaeus revolutionized the world of science by developing the system we use to name living organisms today. This system, known as binomial nomenclature, gives every species a unique two-part name, helping scientists communicate more effectively. But Linnaeus is more than just a name in textbooks. He is regarded as the type specimen for Homo sapiens, meaning his remains serve as a crucial reference point for defining our species. This unique distinction emphasizes how much we owe to Linnaeus for laying the groundwork in taxonomy, which helps categorize all life forms on Earth. His contributions are still acknowledged and utilized in modern biology. So next time you're studying plants or animals, remember that Linnaeus's legacy is living on through the names we use every day. Most people don't know this, but movies can be tiny. The world's smallest movie, titled A Boy and His Atom, was created by IBM scientists using real atoms. Imagine that! This delightful mini animation was crafted at an atomic level, which means it was built using the very building blocks of matter. Each frame in the film was assembled with atoms and then magnified an astounding 100 million times to make it visible to us. To put that in perspective, one atom is about a nanometer in size, so the film is essentially a tiny cartoon made from the smallest pieces of the universe. This groundbreaking achievement doesn't just showcase creativity, it demonstrates the astonishing possibilities of science and technology. Recognized by Guinness World Records as the tiniest film ever made, A Boy and His Atom offers a playful glimpse into the micro-world that surrounds us. So next time you enjoy a film, remember that there's an even smaller movie happening right at an atomic scale. How amazing is that? Prepare to be amazed by Space Shuttle Endeavour's history. In 1999, the Space Shuttle Endeavour achieved a remarkable feat by manually docking with the International Space Station, ISS. This impressive maneuver marked a significant milestone in space exploration, as it was the final manual docking conducted before automated systems took over. The process required the skilled astronauts aboard Endeavour to carefully pilot the shuttle into position, showcasing their training and precision. Manual docking demanded a deep understanding of the intricate mechanics involved and an ability to respond to the dynamic environment of space. After this event, the reliance on automated docking systems became the new standard, allowing for safer and more efficient operations in orbit. This transition reflects the incredible advancements in technology, which have greatly enhanced our ability to explore the cosmos. Can you imagine navigating a spacecraft by hand among the stars? Did you know that cracking knuckles is harmless? Many people believe that this habit leads to arthritis, but the truth is quite different. When you crack your knuckles, what you actually hear is the sound of tiny air pockets within your joints collapsing. This phenomenon occurs when you stretch or bend your fingers in a way that creates a change in pressure, allowing gases dissolved in the synovial fluid to form bubbles that pop. While this noise is often satisfying, habitual knuckle cracking could potentially lessen your grip strength over time, but it won't cause arthritis. In fact, studies have shown that people who crack their knuckles regularly do not have a higher incidence of arthritis compared to those who don't. So if you find yourself cracking your knuckles, you can relax knowing it isn't doing any serious harm. What else have you heard about common myths like this? Uncover the chilling secrets of Caltrans worker. McCrae Edwards was not your typical construction worker. While he was busy building highways in California, he was also hiding a dark secret. Edwards, a serial killer, preyed on innocent victims and buried their bodies beneath the very roads he helped construct. This horrifying act raises unsettling questions about how many more victims might still lie undiscovered under California's highways. Edwards managed to evade detection for years, and his gruesome legacy may still haunt the state. Imagine driving along a well-traveled road, completely unaware that a hidden past lurks beneath the pavement. As authorities continue to investigate cold cases linked to him, the fear lingers that additional victims remain unaccounted for. The story of McCrae Edwards is a chilling reminder that the most ordinary places can hold dark secrets. How safe do we really feel on the roads we travel every day? Here's a wild fact about popcorn kernels. When you heat a popcorn kernel, it undergoes an exciting transformation that turns it into the fluffy snack we all love. Each kernel has a hard outer shell called the pericarp, which keeps the moisture inside. When the kernel heats up, the water inside turns to steam and the pressure builds up. At around 180 degrees Celsius, 356 degrees Fahrenheit, the kernel can't contain the pressure anymore. Suddenly it explodes, turning inside out and expanding to over 20 times its original size. This rapid expansion creates the soft, airy texture we enjoy when we munch on popcorn. The process is not just fun to watch, it's also a fantastic example of how heat and pressure can create dramatic changes in materials. So next time you pop some corn for movie night, think about the incredible science happening right in your microwave or on your stovetop. Isn't it amazing how a simple kernel can become such a tasty treat? Unbelievable but true. Meet the first serial killer. Gilles de Rais, a 15th century French nobleman, stands out as a notorious figure in history, infamous for being the first recorded serial killer. He was a companion of the legendary Joan of Arc, but his legacy takes a dark turn as it involves gruesome acts that still shock us today. De Rais's motivations for his heinous crimes included sinister rituals that involved kidnapping and murdering children, which he believed would grant him power or favor. This chilling chapter in medieval history highlights the extreme horrors that existed alongside tales of heroism and chivalry. While Joan of Arc fought for her country, de Rais was committing brutal acts that would forever taint his name. His story serves as a grim reminder of the human capacity for evil that can lurk even in noble circles. Dive into the dark past and learn how such figures shape societal fears and moral discussions for generations. Isn't it fascinating how history reveals both the light and the shadow of humanity? Could psychedelic mushrooms be the key to quitting smoking? A fascinating study from 2014 found that a remarkable 80% of chronic smokers who underwent treatment with psychedelic mushrooms successfully kicked the habit. The research involved 15 participants, and after just 3 treatment sessions, 12 of them managed to stop smoking entirely. This success rate dwarfs the typical 35% success rate seen with standard smoking cessation medications. So, what makes these psychedelic mushrooms so effective? The active compound in these mushrooms, psilocybin, appears to help reset the brain's reward system while also prompting deep, introspective thoughts. Participants often reported life-changing insights during their sessions, which seemed to empower them to overcome their addiction. As smoking poses serious health risks, this innovative approach using psychedelics opens new doors to addiction treatment. Could the world soon see a revolution in how we tackle nicotine dependence? The results are starting conversations about how reshaping our understanding of mental health and addiction could change lives. Have you ever wondered how your intestines heal? The intestines are not just long tubes for digestion. They have a fascinating protective system. They are covered by a double layer of tissue called peritoneum, which wraps around and supports your abdominal organs. When an injury occurs, this peritoneum can cleverly move toward the damaged area. Imagine your body as a skilled repair crew, sending help right where it's needed most. This smart reaction helps guide healing processes, ensuring that the right nutrients and cells get to the injury site. By redirecting tissue and assisting in recovery, your body employs an impressive healing strategy that minimizes damage and promotes repair. It's amazing how our bodies have evolved these intricate mechanisms to protect us. So next time you think about digestion, remember that your intestines are also busy being vigilant protectors of health. What if I told you Enron changed financial rules forever? The Enron scandal, which rocked the business world in the early 2000s, is infamous for being one of the largest corporate frauds in history. Executives at Enron misled investors and employees by using deceptive accounting practices to hide massive debts. They created an illusion of success, which ultimately crumbled when the truth came to light, leading to Enron's bankruptcy in 2001. This shocking scandal didn't just affect the company. It sent shockwaves throughout the entire economy and led to significant changes in U.S. financial regulations, including the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. This law was designed to protect investors from fraudulent financial reporting by corporations. The Enron scandal serves as a crucial lesson in the importance of transparency and accountability in business practices. How could such deceit happen in a leading company? Hard to believe, but skunks have a super defense. Skunks are not just cute black and white critters, they possess an impressive and unique defense mechanism. When threatened, these animals can release a highly accurate spray filled with sulfur-based compounds known as thiols. This pungent spray can even cause temporary blindness in their attackers, making them think twice before getting too close. Remarkably, skunks can shoot this smelly solution from as far as 10 feet away, a skill that helps them avoid confrontation. What's even more fascinating is that skunks are immune to snake venom, allowing them to hunt and eat venomous snakes without worry. Their ability to fend off both predators and poisonous snakes showcases how nature has equipped skunks with powerful survival tools. So the next time you spot a skunk, remember that it's not just a charming creature, it's also a master of self-defense. Prepare to be amazed by World Toilet Day. Celebrated every year on November 19th, this unique day shines a spotlight on a crucial issue: the global sanitation crisis. Did you know that millions of people around the world still lack access to proper toilet facilities? This not only affects their health, but also their dignity and safety. World Toilet Day aims to raise awareness and encourage action towards achieving sanitation for all. The day brings together governments, organizations, and communities, urging them to work on solutions that provide cleaner and safer toilets for everyone. It highlights the importance of proper sanitation as a fundamental human right and a key factor in improving overall public health. So next time you use the restroom, remember that thousands still face daily challenges without this basic necessity. How can we create change together? What if I told you rags can spark fires? This surprising fact is particularly true for oil paint rags, which can spontaneously ignite without any flame in sight. It happens because of a chemical reaction known as oxidation. When these rags are crumpled up, they don't just sit there, they generate heat. As they oxidize, that heat can build up to a point where it ignites the material. This is a sneaky safety hazard many painters aren't aware of, and it's led to accidental fires in studios more often than you might think. To keep your workspace safe, it's essential to lay rags flat to cool, use airtight containers for storage, or even switch to safer paint products. So next time you're reaching for that paintbrush, remember to treat those rags with respect. Your creative space might depend on it. Have you ever explored a giant human body exhibit? Imagine stepping inside a massive replica of the human body where you can navigate through its intricate systems just like a cell. This incredible experience uses state-of-the-art GPS technology, allowing visitors to discover the wonders of human anatomy up close. You can wander through arteries, travel past organs, and even learn how cells communicate. The exhibit is designed to be both fun and educational, making it suitable for all ages. As you journey through, you'll encounter interactive displays that explain how various body parts work together to keep us alive. Whether you're a curious teenager or an adult looking to refresh your knowledge, this immersive adventure offers an unforgettable way to understand how our bodies function. So, have you ever thought about what it would be like to shrink down and explore the inner workings of yourself? It's an experience unlike any other. Have you heard about Wilson Airlines' 3D printed basketball? This exciting innovation represents a significant leap forward in manufacturing technology. Wilson Airlines teamed up with engineers to create a basketball that breaks the mold, literally. Unlike traditional basketballs that often include textured surfaces and seams, this new design features a smooth, seamless finish thanks to advanced 3D printing techniques. The method allows for precision in creating a lightweight yet durable ball, making it perfect for both casual games and professional play. Not only does this basketball look sleek, but it also highlights how technology can transform everyday items. As manufacturing continues to evolve, we might see more sports equipment embracing 3D printing, which could lead to custom designs tailored to individual players' needs. So what else can 3D printing change in the world of sports? Did you know that Lake Natron is truly bizarre? This extraordinary lake located in Tanzania has a striking ability to preserve animals that come into contact with its waters. The lake's high levels of sodium carbonate, along with extreme temperatures, create a unique environment. When birds or other small animals accidentally fall in, the water essentially mummifies them, resulting in a startlingly beautiful and eerie effect. These animals, often resembling statues, become coated in a white flaky substance, leaving them perfectly preserved. This phenomenon has drawn attention from scientists and tourists alike, adding to the lake's mystique as a natural wonder. The incredibly high alkalinity of Lake Natron means it can reach temperatures of about 60 degrees Celsius, 140 degrees Fahrenheit, making it inhospitable for most life forms. How fascinating is it to think about nature's unexpected creations? Explore Japan's fascination with raw meat consumption. In Japan, some people are captivated by the idea of eating raw meat, a practice that raises eyebrows and health concerns. Raw meat dishes like sashimi and yuko showcase the cultural love for fresh ingredients, but there are hidden risks. Consuming raw meat can lead to foodborne illnesses, including parasitic infections and bacteria like E. coli or salmonella. Despite these dangers, many Japanese see raw meat as a delicacy, often associating it with premium dining experiences and traditional culinary craftsmanship. The cultural attitude towards food and health plays a large role in this preference. For many, the thrill of trying something unique outweighs the risks, leading to lively conversations about culinary boundaries. It's a fascinating example of how culture shapes our food choices and perceptions of safety. While enjoying raw meat can be exhilarating, it's essential to understand the precautions necessary to minimize health risks. So what do you think? Would you dare to taste raw meat? Guess what really drives our fascination with space? The incredible distance between Earth and the Moon provides an astonishing perspective on the vastness of the universe. Believe it or not, this distance is so immense that all the planets in our solar system could comfortably fit within that empty space. Imagine stretching from our blue planet to the Moon and realizing that there's enough room for Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all lined up together. This mind-boggling idea illustrates not only the staggering emptiness of space, but also underscores how small and isolated our little corner of the universe is. Exploring such distances makes us wonder about what lies beyond our solar system and fuels our curiosity to discover more about the cosmos. Isn't it amazing to think about the adventures waiting to be uncovered in the vastness of space? Hard to believe, but emotions hide in milliseconds. The uncertainty principle explains a fascinating relationship in quantum mechanics. The more accurately we know a particle's position, the less accurately we can determine its momentum. And the opposite is also true. This principle not only transforms our understanding of tiny particles, but also gives insight into the fleeting emotions we display. For instance, subtle facial expressions can reveal what we're really feeling, often in just a blink of an eye, lasting only milliseconds. These brief flashes can be so quick that they're easy to miss, yet they can convey emotions like joy, sadness, or anger, even when we try to hide them. Just as with particles, the more we try to suppress these emotions, the more unpredictable their expressions become. So the next time you catch a glimpse of a fleeting smile or a quick frown, remember, it might reveal more than intended. Is it really true that Mom's Spaghetti serves meals in Detroit? Absolutely! This unique spot goes beyond just selling its famous sauce. Located in the heart of Detroit, Mom's Spaghetti is a restaurant that invites you to enjoy a simple yet delicious menu featuring hearty spaghetti smothered in their signature sauce. With a focus on comfort food, the restaurant captures the spirit of home-cooked meals. Visitors can savor the familiar tastes inspired by the popular lyrics from Eminem, making it a must-try place for both fans and food lovers alike. The inviting atmosphere, combined with the nostalgic flavors, makes for an experience that connects people to not just a meal, but a piece of culture. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite or sitting down to enjoy a cozy meal with friends, Mom's Spaghetti brings a taste of home to the bustling city. Who wouldn't want to take a bite? Why exactly does Jaisalmer shine so bright? This stunning city in India is often called the Golden City because every building is beautifully crafted from golden sandstone. Imagine walking through streets filled with shimmering structures that seem to glow in the sunlight. Jaisalmer isn't just eye-catching. It's rich in history, dating back to the 12th century when it was founded by Rawal Jaisal Singh. The golden hue comes from the unique sandstone, which not only provides an enchanting appearance, but also lets buildings blend seamlessly into the desert landscape. Visitors can explore the magnificent Jaisalmer Fort, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and towers above the city, giving a glimpse into Rajasthan's regal past. The local architecture displays intricate carvings and latticed windows, inviting you to marvel at the craftsmanship. With its beautiful streets, rich culture, and vibrant markets, Jaisalmer captures the hearts of everyone who visits. What stories will you uncover in this golden oasis?